It's strange. You can hold everything together and still feel like you're falling apart. No one sees it because you don't let them. You keep showing up, keep fixing things, keep being the one people rely on, and somewhere in between all that, you forget what it feels like to rest. Not sleep, rest. The kind where your mind stops carrying everything for just a moment. There's this quiet pressure, like if you slow down, everything might collapse. So you don't. You reply to that message even when you're drained. You say, "I'm fine," even when you're not. You take responsibility for things that were never yours. And people start to expect it because you've trained them to. Not on purpose, just slowly, over time. And now you're stuck being the strong one, even on days when you feel anything but strong. Maybe it hits you at night, when everything goes quiet and there's no one left to hold things together for. You sit there, scrolling, not really seeing anything, or you just stare at the ceiling and think, "Why am I so tired, even when I didn't do that much today?" But you did do something. You carried weight that doesn't show, decisions, expectations, emotions you had to control all day long. That kind of tired doesn't leave easily. Here's the part most people won't say out loud. You don't actually want to quit. You just want to break. From being needed, from being strong, from being the one who holds everything together. But then another thought comes in. If I stop, who will handle it? And just like that, you pick everything back up again. Not because you want to, but because you feel like you have to. A Stoic wouldn't tell you to carry more. They'd ask you something uncomfortable. Why are you carrying what isn't yours? Not everything is your responsibility. Not every problem needs your solution. Not every silence needs your voice. Sometimes your exhaustion isn't from life itself. It's from overextending yourself in places you never needed to. Think about this moment. You're sitting with someone and they're talking about their problems, and you listen, you care, you try to help, but inside there's a quiet voice saying, "I don't even have space for my own thoughts right now." And still, you stay, because leaving feels wrong, because saying "I can't handle this right now" feels selfish. So you carry it. Again, it's okay to admit this. You're tired, not weak, not ungrateful, not broken, just tired. Tired of being strong all the time. Tired of thinking for everyone, holding space for everyone, fixing things that keep breaking. And here's something you don't hear enough. You're allowed to put things down, even if no one else picks them up. You don't lose your strength by resting it. You don't become less reliable by choosing yourself for once. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is say nothing, do nothing, and just sit with yourself without trying to fix the world. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself, not to impress anyone, but to understand his own mind. Maybe that's what you need right now. Not more pressure, just space. If this hits deep, just pause for a moment. Don't rush past it. You don't have to solve everything tonight. You don't have to carry everything today. Just breathe. And for once, let things be without holding them together.